gosh, you are so right. You are so right. When this episode came up, I just went, "Oh my gosh, we
Oh,
we have a lot to talk about."
and this is like not a typical like vacation. It's like it's been a long time, and
I
it's like
know.
I just it's May, and oh my, we really need to do something about this.
Exactly. Oh my
I'm
god.
I'm Rich G.
And I'm BJ Flagg, and this is episode 191. When you need to take a sabbatical. Come on.
Oh boy. Oh
The
boy.
best one.
Now we're not talking about a sabbatical where you put on a monk's outfit and go hide out in a castle somewhere and
No.
beat yourself for like 6 months.
No, we want to
No.
talk about the benefits of a sabbatical. I know every year I go up to Maine and I have 2 complete weeks of just basically silence and very simple lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's
What
awesome.
where's the place in Maine? What is it called?
It's called Vinyl Haven. It's an
Final Haven. I
island.
love that name. I love
Yes, where
that name.
the Nagas go to hide. But it is a very simple island, beautiful, off Rockland, Maine, and not too many people make that trip up to visit. So it's a great reset for me every single year.
Yeah, it's in fact you've inoculated me. The family and I are going to Maine too. We're going to be house on a lake. It's just going to be great
Oh, definitely. And
for a full week.
yes, I
And
love it.
and it's again a sabbatical doesn't have to be a year. It doesn't have to be a month. It just has to be separated from business.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and we wanna give you those options and those ideas because get it in your head, start thinking about what it could look like for you.
Yeah, I mean, when I was at my company years ago, before I started my coaching practice, we had the company offered a 1 month sabbatical where
Wow.
after 5 years you could go off for a month, and it was paid. And when you came back, your job was still there, everything was fine, and it was really great. It was just I came back with so much energy and ideas, and
Oh,
that's what the company was counting on.
yeah, for sure. Well, let's dive in. I got a great first tip. What are the telltale signs that you need to take some time away? Yeah, what are those? You would think depression and exhaustion are not actually your first signs. You probably had plenty of signs before, just prior to that, and you just weren't picking up on them.
Yeah, I mean, there's some real subtle symptoms that come. Like, if you're impatient, you get frustrated easily, you're not being innovative. You just keep doing the same old stuff every day. And I think BJ, you were telling me in your case, you lose the ability to write or design.
Right. And then I know, time to go. Time to go. And you know what's amazing is that if you were able to see the vision of your company so clearly when you first began, and if you're missing that, like you don't see it, it's time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember how excited you were about your business, all the great ideas you had for your business, and
Right.
the enthusiasm, the energy. And if you feel that that's waning and you're just making like ends meet or just getting through the week and wishing for Friday, it's time for that sabbatical. So,
For sure. If you're considering also making like a radical change in your business model, not based on any data or anything like that, oops, step back, step
yeah.
back. Might be time to take a break.
And like we said, it doesn't need to be a year, you know,
No.
it could be just a few days, just a step
Exactly.
away. But
For
tip
sure.
two, how do you plan and communicate your sabbatical? This is usually the hardest part for people.
Yeah, very much. They feel guilty.
Yeah, first, if you have a team, let your team know. And
Yeah.
if you've never taken time off before, you have to teach them what a sabbatical is
I
because they
know.
won't know.
Yeah.
And but if you regularly do this, you're fine. They're gonna the experienced people are gonna say, Rich or BJ's going away, and we don't bother them at all.
Yeah. And we know what the protocol is and we know what we do. And, they get used to it. It's just a very part of the corporate culture, right?
Yeah, and what I usually say is, unless the building is burning down and do
Yes,
not contact me.
yes,
Don't bother me, you know? Teach them to do what to do when with certain emergencies crop up, maybe an angry client or customer or any kind of issues with vendors and stuff like that. You have to teach them. Give them like, if this happens, do this. If this happens, do this.
right.
And tell them, look, if you're totally frustrated, totally worried about something, call me. But for all intents and purposes, unless the building's burning down, don't bother me.
Exactly. It can wait. It totally can wait. And also, preparing your business for your absence is one of the best things that you can do because psychologically in your head, you're starting to let go,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. And you could just make sure that you're assigning all your responsibilities to the highest and best person.
Yeah, I mean, you could do this prior to the sabbatical. You can start giving people. I want you to try doing this. I want you to do the books this week and see how it is, and let them get used to it. So when you do the sabbatical, it's not this big weight on their shoulders.
Right. And you might not need to communicate anything. What is surprising is your team has been waiting for this opportunity.
Yeah,
So they're there for you. They are absolutely there for you. It's almost like you need to lean back and let them do it.
cool. And then you need to let your clients know. Give them alternate people on your team to access. Assign. Just say, I'm going to be away, and you need to work with Lisa or Tom.
Yeah. And you know how you always think, "Oh, I'm the only one who can do it." No, you're not the only one. It's amazing
Yeah.
the talent that you've got around you.
And, don't give them your number to contact. Do
Right.
not give them your cell phone because they will call it. They will, the minute they feel uncomfortable or anything, or even we all have clients that just have to talk to BJ, just have to talk to Rich.
Yeah, yeah. And the best part of it is knowing yourself and understanding that you're not going to be checking those emails. So
Yeah.
what are you going to be doing?
Yeah.
And I had a client who said, I got a burner phone.
Yeah.
I turned my other phone off and I left it at the office. I gave it to somebody and said, if you want to occasionally turn it on and see the nightmare, go right ahead. But here's my burner number for the absolute emergency, but that's it.
Yeah.
And surprising, surprising the benefit of that.
Cool. So what's tip 3, BJ?
What do you do on your sabbatical? Yeah.
I
Now
know some fun
comes
things
the
you could do on
fun
your
part.
sabbatical.
Oh, I would just like paint and draw all day. That's all. No worries. You
Mardi Gras, baby.
There we go. Go to
Mardi
Mardi Gras.
Gras.
Go to Mardi Gras. You have to kind of you set your timeline for your sabbatical. Everybody's going to be different depending on what type of business you have, what type of year it is, and that type of thing. But you need to feel like you have gotten away. But it
Yeah.
doesn't have to be a year. We've talked about that a little bit here. The best part is kind of be prepared and in your mind know that you want to make the most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people look at it as a pressure valve release, and that's
Yeah.
fine, but then there are people kind of like me. After about a week, I start wanting to get back to work because I, I
Oh,
I've always been, I don't hate work. I actually enjoy work. So
yeah.
a week on vacation, reading books, hiking, doing sports outside, having a good time, I'm
Right.
fine. But after about a week, I'm fine.
Yeah. Yep. Got it. And it doesn't have to be like this spiritual retreat or where you spend thousands of dollars going to a spa, in a far Utah location. No, 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 no. This could be in your backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you could tackle like, I want to clean out that closet that's been bothering me for the last 20 years.
Right.
And it will
Right.
make you feel spectacular when you get it done.
For sure. And we want to warn you, though, that you're going to have this gigantic list of all the things you want to do.
Yeah.
You may you may get nothing done.
You know, all these grandiose plans to read many books and take an online course and
Right.
get all the stuff around the house you've been putting off, and then you don't do anything.
Right. But what you did do is you rested your brain and you readjusted. It is absolutely amazing. You don't think you've gotten somewhere, and this where you notice it is after about a couple days back at work, you're like, wow, I am much better.
Yeah, it's you naturally go to your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And if your comfort zone is nothing, then that's great. Your brain's going to relax. And that's the thing that we keep coming back to. It's a physical relaxation, but it's also a mental relaxation.
Oh yeah. Very, very big. And give us tip number 4 because I love
Tip
this.
4 is, what do you come away with from a sabbatical? Like, so what's the end result? What's the deliverable? What's the result coming from it? One thing is, you're going to come back refreshed, just like a newborn baby, nice and clean. You're refreshed.
And other people are going to come back on the red eye and be just exhausted.
Oh, some people, people that go on vacation, they come back and they look like
Oh,
they've been in a MMA
yes,
fight or something.
right. And you're going, what the? But you know what? They're rejuvenated. They
Yeah.
are full of energy and excitement and enthusiasm. They're ready. They're ready to have some great time for
Yeah,
sure.
you also come back full of new ideas. This gives
Yeah.
you time. This gives you the time that you normally don't have in your business to think about strategy, to think about new directions for your business.
Yeah. Like, Rich was saying, the first week, he's all about the relaxation and getting, to that Zen point.
Yeah.
But then, really, that second week, all of a sudden, you start realizing, oh my gosh, I can clearly think about strategy. And now, ooh, I got some great ideas here. That's still a good sabbatical. That's
Absolutely.
still good.
Yeah, it's a fresh outlook. And
Yeah.
you bring fresh ideas and a new perspective to something, because we get tired. We get mentally tired. And our businesses sometimes make us get into a routine.
Yeah.
And this breaks that routine.
Right. And you really will come back super happy and gung ho to get back into it. We have a great resource today. It's called Escape 101. Yeah. It's not about escape rooms, though.
Escape.
Not about escape rooms. The 4 secrets to taking a sabbatical or a career break without losing your mind, your money, or your mind. Dan Clements. He came through on this one.
Yeah, it sounds like a great book. I mean, it's a roadmap for getting away without sacrificing everything you've invested in your business right now.
Right. And sometimes you need a guide to making it a reality. A lot of people just put it off and don't want to do it. Here, you kind of have a blueprint to help you travel, reflect, regenerate, and just plain relax without damaging your savings and the process that you kind of went through to build your incredible career and business.
Yeah, and the book really helps you figure out how to plan your sabbatical, how to plan your finances during your sabbatical, how to be away from your business for extended periods of time. So, Dan really helps you get through all of this stuff. So, everything that we've talked about today, this resource is really going to help you take it to the next level.
Absolutely. And I loved one of the last things that he said on his, little list of explaining the book was how to plan your escape route now.
Now, how to do it now. Well,
Now.
and that's it.
Uh,
Sponsoring our podcast today is New Renew Brand Marketing. As a full service brand marketing company, BJ's firm will act as your marketing partner and get your startup off the ground and your division to soar. Branding, messaging, websites, and support materials. BJ's team will do it all. Go to newrenew.com. That's NURENU. Go check them out.
And are your managers prepared to manage their team past COVID? You definitely need to speak to our other sponsor, Rich G. Rich has presented to thousands of managers and helped them to prepare a myriad of leadership challenges in today's business world.
Myriad.
Many.
I have to stick myriad in there.
You did. No one knows the torture he does. He puts in new words in various locations. Yes, but I still stick with them.
Promulgate.
Schedule your free 15-minute chat with Rich G at richg.com and learn how Rich can energize your team. I promise he will deliver at least, I feel like upping this.
I'll go for it.
5 great ideas
to
make your business and team great for 2021.
Thank you to our producer, editor, and king of creative, Richard Scalzo, the man who makes everything happen with our podcast and bringing you the best small business podcast every Tuesday. Have an unbelievable week.
Catch you later.